What's going on, everyone? This is Eric, and we're going to be going over the tournament from Atlantic City. Now, as you know, we have three tournaments to deal with over the next several days, I guess. But we did get the breakdowns back from Atlantic City first, obviously. So I want to do this recording first, and then we'll do a separate recording for the Spooky Nuke tournament, and then finish up with the next Atlantic City tournament coming up at the end of the week. And as you guys all know, I imagine, I was there for this tournament, and first of all, it was really really great watching you guys compete. Everybody, seemed to have a pretty good attitude throughout the entire couple of days that I was there, and it was kind of good to see in person. Um, it's also kind of fun to be there in person because usually I'm just kind of behind the scenes and just kind of just looking at the numbers, and I always like to see if my eyes kind of match up with what the numbers are because sometimes the numbers can be somewhat deceiving and sometimes your eyes can be somewhat deceiving. But what I did find, just from when I was there, is something that did reflect rather perfectly in the statistics, which we're going to get to in a second. So, first game against JDS. And again, this is going to sound like a broken record, but uh, what we're looking for the three main metrics are an effective field goal percentage of about 55%. You see that we got that. Turnover rate under 15, and we're going to get back to this in a second. And offensive rebound percentage is about 30 or higher, and we're perfectly right there. So what you did a really, really good job of this, was taking care of the basketball. And this 7% turnover rate is indicative of that. It felt that way when I was watching. And this is a huge deal, okay, for your age group. And just to kind of show you the difference. So you guys won this game, pretty comfortably at the end. And just to compare what your guys' stats were against the opponents, and so remember, we had 55% effective field goal percentage. You know what they had? They had 55% also. The only difference is they had an 18% turnover rate, and yours was 7, and that was the victory. And that's it. The more shots you take, the better chances you have of making some. And every time you turn the ball over, it's kind of a disaster. So this is a really, really big thing, and hopefully through the rest of these tournaments and well into the future, you kind of embrace this both as individuals and as a team. All right, let's take a look at the shot chart against JDS, and let's see if we're getting the types of shots we were looking for. It felt as you guys were doing just kind of okay, and yeah, so there were 4 bad twos, which is pretty good actually, out of 55. What is actually kind of interesting is this 6 of 19 number finishing at the right side of the rim. So again, if you want to, you could click through that and see what these look like. And that's just really for you guys and the coaches or whatever. But um, it's kind of a good tool that you can use. Oh, they didn't call that they didn't call that a turnover. They just called that a missed shot. Sometimes huddles kind of lost their mind a little bit. Now let's take a look at the box score, the individuals here. Let's see who did well. So Brandon Arnold, 1 for 3 from 3, 5 assists, no turnovers, very nice. Brandon Varlak, very active, 6 of 12, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 steals, extraordinarily good, and 6 deflections. That's excellent. Justin was 4 for 9 from 3. Obviously, that's really, really good. No turnovers, and this is really the key, like the no turnovers all the way down the line here. Okay. Very, very, very nice game. All right, let's move on to the game against, I guess, again, one of them we weren't able to see. They just didn't record for whatever reason. But actually, I think we did actually catch all 4 of these, right? I'm not sure, but no, one of them they did not get. All we got from this, we got the JDS game, the Virginia Premier, and the NJ Beast. We didn't get that one that you guys won before I left. Oh no, I keep forgetting that this was the first round of the playoffs, right? So you did play Global Squad, and you did play. I think you played Virginia Premier. I forget who we played when. I apologize. We're just going to go through all these. But let's Hoop Roots. That already came back. Wow. Okay, so that's already a spooky nuke. This is crazy. They're so fast. All right, so let's go to the Virginia Premier game, and we'll take a look. 63% effective field goal percentage. What? And 5% turnover rate. I mean, nobody's beating you like that. Promise you. Uh, really good stuff. Let's see the shot chart from this game. You want to really make me happy? Let's see. Yeah, a few too many bad twos. But as we've seen, some of these you could probably argue are closer to the rim. Let's see. No, that's no good. I'm so glad that missed. Let's see here. I don't even know where that was from. I don't even know who shot it. Be the Beast is terrible. All right. Nonetheless, shot chart was just okay. Let's take a look at the box score from this game for Virginia Premier. Brandon Arnold, 6 for 9, 4 for 5 from three. Just great stuff. Justin, only 2 for 9. Isaiah, 3 for 3 from three. Let's look at the turnovers, just no turnovers. I mean, this is a shame. I mean, I really thought you were going to be the Beast. I really did. I mean, I scouted them, but you guys were. Is this the game you were playing? No, yeah, I think so. I mean, you were down 9 in this game, if I'm not mistaken. You smoked them in the second half. Honestly, this was one of your better performances of the season, if not your best. Didn't feel that way, right? Because of just like some game in the middle of the tournament, but this was awesome. This is tremendous performance. So now we're in business. We want to play want to beat NJ Beast to avoid getting into a playing game, and unfortunately, it's kind of lost at the end. I don't want to get into all of it, but how we lost at the end, but we lost at the end. But aside from that, even I mean, look at this turnout, look at this effective field goal percentage, 49%. That's just not going to work. And then now, just to my point, even with a 49% effective field goal percentage, you still were about 99% to win at the end because you had a 9% turnover rate. I mean, this is tremendous. The turnover rate can overcome a lot of things. It just gives you more opportunities to shoot baskets. Let's take a look at the shot chart because 49% turnover effective field goal percentage isn't going to be good enough. See kind of where that came from. And yeah, this doesn't help. You know what I mean? Taking 6 bad twos. I know we wanted under 10%. Maybe these weren't the worst, but in tight games, these are the things that make the difference. I just can't emphasize that enough. Okay, let's look at the individuals for this game. Brandon, not the best. Oh, is this where you sat out the second half, right? I believe so. And then Brandon, you had to play more, and you didn't make too many shots. Justin, 2 for 5, Spins 1 for 3. So nobody really stood out. Nobody was that bad, but I guess Brandon 6 for 17 is not great. At least you guys didn't turn the ball over, I suppose. That's too bad, though. You weren't just a little bit better offensively with your shot selection because, I mean, you could have won this game, I think, pretty comfortably. All right, so nonetheless, it got you into this playing game situation for the playoffs, and I think you needed to uh, beat Global Squad, right? And I don't know what your problems were. I mean, like you got blown out by them at Spooky Nuke, but that was the only game they won at Spooky Nuke that tournament, and they lost everybody else by 20. So I didn't know what the problem was in that game. I even went back and rescouted it. I didn't think you guys would have a problem. And it turns out that you didn't. I mean, let's look at the game here. Let's no, not the box score. Let's just go to stats. Oh, wait. So stats, a few other games, global squad. Oh my God. Well, you have it. 71% effective field goal percentage. Well, that is going to do it. Here, your turnover rate was a little high. It was 18%, but 71% field goal percent, effective field goal percentage is nobody beating you ever. That's it. I'll take a look at the shot chart. That's crazy. You had maybe one or two like that, but it's not too often. And only three bad twos out of 40. I mean, this is good stuff. Let's look at the individuals here. Mm, anybody miss anything? Spins 4 for 4 from three. Is that real? Okay. Uh, just right down the line. Excuse me, Brandon, you were the only one that missed everything. You were 0 for 3 from three. Everybody else made every shot they took, pretty much. But you did have 7 assists, so you're forgiven, sort of. So overall, I mean, just really, really nice tournament. I mean, listen, you got beat by Be the Beast at the end. I mean, but again, it was, I don't want to call it a fluke, but it just kind of was anyway. As far as I was concerned, you set yourself up really, really nicely for the playoffs. Now I already know what happened in the playoffs, but I didn't get the breakdowns back yet, so I'm not going to do the video quite yet. But that's going to be probably in the next day or two, maybe 2 days. But we're going to hold off on the individuals for the season for now. We'll wait till after at least the Spooky Nuke stuff comes in, or maybe I'll just wait till the very end. But you know what? Let's take a look just for a second at again just some individual things that um, I wanted to look for. Let's see stats for the whole season. Let's just take a look through 32 games. And you never thought, right? You never thought we'd get such a huge sample size here. But first of all, effective field goal percentage. What did I say? What did I say you needed to like win these tournaments? 55%? Just give me one more basket. Turnover rate maybe still just a little high, but that's been getting much better, obviously. Offensive rebound percentage is right there. Um, we'll get to the shot chart another time, but let's take a look at some individuals. And again, what I'm really looking for is someone or a couple of people that can get both 55% from two and 38% from three for the season. So let's take a look. Let's first look at the twos. Wow, the problem is with twos. You tell me we only have one person that has over 55% from two, and that's Brandon. Wow, that's nuts. And let's look at the threes. Brandon Arnold, even though he was struggling recently in the last couple of games, still 45%, which is great. Spins, I mean, I have to say, I mean, the sample size isn't strong, but the shot selection is so good. You know what I mean? This is really, really efficient. And Justin, you're getting your 41% as expected. And Isaiah, I mean, I think it's a little, I don't know. Is this going to be good enough to be a 3-point shooter in college? I don't know. But certainly is certainly reasonable, and everybody else has basically struggled. But so the one guy I have that's got a shot every year, you guys have one or two guys that can do this. The only one that's in contention for my kind of double shot, you know, double efficiency award is well, Justin Brown. If he can make a couple of twos and get up to 55, he's locked in too. So we'll see. But overall, you guys are obviously doing great. I'd love for you guys to finish with a freaking victory in Atlantic City next weekend. That would be nice. And I don't know what the format is. If it's that stupid showcase format where there's no winner, that's not my favorite. But at least finish strong, play well, and you'll see me for the Spooky Duke video in a couple of days.